Imagine this, just weeks after taking office, Japan's new Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba faces a catastrophic election loss that sends shockwaves not only through Japan but also reverberates across the Pacific to the United States. What does this political earthquake mean for the future of Japan's political stability and its crucial alliance with the United States? Stay with us as we unpack this unfolding drama, analyze the implications, and explore the ripple effects on global politics. To understand the current situation, let's start with the broader context of Japan's recent election. According to Nikkei Asia, in the article titled Japan Ishiba's Disastrous Election Loss Shocks U.S., Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba's ruling coalition suffered a significant electoral defeat. This marks the first time the Liberal Democratic Party lost its majority since 2009. This unexpected loss has caused alarm among U.S. officials, who are now reassessing the implications for the U.S. Japan security alliance. Ishiba, elected less than a month ago, is now struggling to collaborate with smaller parties to maintain his position in power. Following the electoral loss, the yen depreciated to a 3-month low while stock markets surged. This political turmoil could hinder vital defense reforms at a critical time for security in the region. But what led to this electoral catastrophe? To understand, we need to delve deeper into the historical dominance of the left and the various factors contributing to its decline. The New York Times article Japan is entering a new era of instability provides a deeper insight into the challenges faced by the LOLP. For decades, the LOLP has been the bedrock of Japanese politics, governing almost continuously since 1955. However, recent years have seen the party embroiled in scandals and facing declining public support. Prime Minister Ishiba's recent electoral loss underscores the party's weakened position amid this public discontent. This instability comes at a crucial time when Japan is grappling with economic struggles, an aging population, and increasing military threats from countries like China and North Korea. The challenges ahead demand strong leadership, yet the LOLP appears increasingly unable to provide it. To comprehend the full extent of this political instability, we must consider the significant impact it has on Japan's defense and foreign policy. Reuters, in election shock in key U.S. ally Japan emboldened China, other rivals, highlights the geopolitical implications of Japan's political shift. Analysts suggest that this political upheaval could embolden China and North Korea, potentially leading to increased Chinese military activity around Japan and Taiwan. So despite the election outcome, Japan remains committed to enhancing its defense capabilities in cooperation with the U.S. However, the new coalition government in Japan will likely face challenges in funding defense projects due to promises made during the election, including tax cuts. Both Tokyo and Washington have affirmed their commitment to the security alliance, viewing it as crucial for regional stability. This political shift could create a power vacuum that adversaries like China might exploit. Amidst this political turmoil, a significant yet positive outcome of the election is reported by the Japan Times in record number of women elected to Japan's lower house. A record 73 women were elected to Japan's lower house, comprising about 16% of the chamber. This marks an increase in female representation, yet it is still below the global average of 27%. Out of 314 women who ran, they made up approximately 23% of all candidates. The Liberal Democratic Party elected 19 women, while the Constitutional Democratic Party kept elected 30. Despite the record number of elected women, Japan still did not meet its government target of 35% female candidates by 2025. This progress in gender representation comes at a time when Japan is facing significant public discontent, which brings us to the next critical aspect, the underlying causes of this political upheaval. CNN's article, Japan's new PM faces major test, with an election just weeks after taking office, examines the immediate challenges faced by PM Ishiba, who called a snap election amidst public discontent over a major political scandal and rising living costs. Ishiba, a former defense minister, took over leadership of the LOLP following the resignation of Fumio Kishida amid scandals. The LOLP is embroiled in accusations of a funding scandal involving millions of dollars in undocumented political funds and allegations of kickbacks. Rising living costs, a weak yen, a sluggish economy, and high inflation have contributed to increasing public anger towards the government. In response, Ishiba has promised financial help for low-income households, an increase in the minimum wage, and revitalization efforts for regions impacted by economic distress. Spectator warns in Japan could soon lose one of its best assets that Japan's political instability could threaten its long-standing political stability and economic prowess. The LIP lost 68 seats but remains the largest party, necessitating the formation of a coalition government. So this election was marked by a significant drop in public trust, largely due to scandals and economic issues. The main opposition, the Constitutional Democratic Party, JAJ, gained seats but lacks a solid policy alternative. The low voter turnout raises concerns about political engagement among the youth. The new coalition may struggle to govern effectively, threatening Japan's reputation for political stability. To add context, let's look at the widespread dissatisfaction with democracy in Japan. Pew Research Center's findings, reported in Dissatisfaction with Democracy is widespread in Japan ahead of snap election, highlight the public's growing discontent with the political system. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba called for a snap election scheduled for October 27, 2024, seeking a public vote of confidence due to recent scandals affecting the LIP. Only 30% of Japanese adults have a favorable view of the tape, a decline from previous years. A significant portion of the population feels no close affinity to any political party. Democratic satisfaction has been steadily declining, with only about 1/3 of Japanese citizens expressing satisfaction with how democracy functions in the country. The Economist's article "Voters Deliver a Historic Rebuke to Japan's Ruling Coalition" underscores the significant voter frustration that led to the LDP's historic defeat. In the lower house elections on October 27, 2024, Japan's ruling coalition, primarily the LIP, failed to secure a majority for the first time since 2009. Voter sentiment was driven by recent political scandals and economic hardships. Prime Minister Ishiba has acknowledged the election results as a severe judgment of the LIP and emphasized the necessity for the party to deeply reflect and transform in response to the electoral outcome. Japan's recent election results have not only reshaped its domestic political landscape, but also sent ripples through international relations, particularly with the United States. As Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba navigates this new era of instability, the world watches closely to see how Japan will address its internal challenges while maintaining its critical alliances. Stay tuned to USA Affairs for more updates on this unfolding story. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of global political developments. Thank you for watching.